Shout out to Nick HW who asked for an update on my Cloverfield tank. Let me explain how it got to this state. Because there's so much surface area, the water evaporates super fast, and if I didn't stay on top of like topping off the water, it would go low enough to where this plant, Hydrocotyle verticillata, this one just started coming out of the water because I was like, oh look, there's air. So this got out of control. It took over most of the tank and I was constantly tearing it up. So it's all of these kind of circular umbrella shaped leaves. But now that what's taking over is the Brazilian pennywort, which other than it growing out the back and the sides of the tank, it has also discovered there is light down here. So the Brazilian pennywort just started coming down to my second shelf, and believe it or not, even down to the third shelf where it is blooming. That is absolutely crazy. I try to get horticultural award points for my club, so I've been trying to fertilize them and then try to see if I can catch the seeds in these little baggies. For the little bit that had Hydrocotyle tripartita that was like coming out of the water, unfortunately it got shaded out mostly by this mini monstera plant and all the other plants coming out, but it's still in there, still surviving. There's like one stem. It may be a little hard to see, but there is still a Marsilia carpet in the tank. Probably not as nice as it once was, because after the tank had been shaded out by the plants above and by a lot of duckweed that got out of control, at that point all of the dwarf sag just started growing like crazy. As much as I kind of like this overgrown look, even though it's not a Cloverfield anymore, I do really need to restart the tank completely. I have been battling this garden pest called scales, and man, these guys are just so freaking annoying. It is the reason why I cut back the plants down like all the way to the water, because these guys aren't aquatic. But with time, all of the tangerine tiger shrimp died, and I'm now left with a gazillion double sword guppies, and they're pretty nice, but they really need a massive tank upgrade. So yeah, there's my sad little Cloverfield tank. It will be completely redone and put on this gallery shelf that I'm working on, but that is a future project. All the guppies though will soon be going into one of these 10-gallon tanks.